So, yes, I mean, what do you think about just the way your team played? Obviously, a pretty dominant win, and also it's your first time playing in almost 2 weeks or more than 2 weeks.
Yeah. So that's what scared me, not playing for 2 weeks, then coming on the road to Oregon. That was a little terrifying. But I thought we played really well. I thought we controlled the game, especially the first couple minutes. I thought we came out, we jumped on them kind of slow in the second quarter, but then I thought we had a really good third quarter. I thought it was a great team effort.
And what do you think of the way Cate played? I mean, she was saying she had a little bulletin board material with her shooting, and she came out, hit those three threes. I mean, what did you just think about the way she played?
Well, we knew coming into the game that, Cate coming into the game had only hit 3 threes the whole year, but she's a good shooter. We work on it every day. So I wanted her to be confident. Her and Trinity, I said, hey, you're open for those threes, take them. If they want to sag in the paint and be so focused on Aerie, then you go spread them out and take those threes. I thought Cate did a really good job hitting threes, dominating. I thought Cate and Trinity carried us the first half. And I thought Aerie did a really good job of putting them in good positions to score. I thought it was just a really, really good team effort. And think about it, this wasn't Aerie's best game. Every time Aerie drove, they were hitting her, they were physical with her, they were congesting the paint. But then other people did a good job of executing and stepping up. And that's what we need going down the stretch.
And what do you think? I mean, how important is it to win a game like this on ESPN, just like you did the last time?
I think it's really important because this is a big time stage. To win in the manner that we did, I thought, made up some mistakes early, but I think to stick with it, Oregon's a really good team. And I think we really took them out of their rhythm. So I'm proud of the way we played. I mean, to come to Oregon and shoot 51% from the field and 60% from the three, I think this is a really good win. I think we did a good job today.
Troy?
You talked a little bit about three-point shooting there, 60%. It seemed like all the threes were in rhythm. They weren't rushed. There wasn't a lot, going down to the wire. What did you think about the shots they took from deep?
I thought they were really good shots. I thought they were shots that were given. It's consistently, people have not been guarding us from the three. They haven't been guarding our posts. Our posts are good three-point shooters. So now it takes one game to get that confidence to go shoot them. I thought Cate did a tremendous job. Inside now, I thought Trinity hit some good threes. I thought they made it really hard and put a lot of bodies at Aerie. I think a lot of those threes she normally hits. Aerie's been shooting the three really well. I thought Sam was aggressive. Sam was 3 for 5. I thought Sam had a phenomenal game. I always say I think Sam is the most underrated defensive player in the country. There was an ESPN list or some list that just came out, and I don't know how Sam's not on it. The way she blocks shots, the way she cancels the person she's matched up again, it's phenomenal. Her and Aerie, I mean, I wouldn't want to face that backcourt. But I thought just this was an overall really, really good team effort. When we subbed in on the bench, I thought people really stepped up. I thought this was just a good win for us, a good team win. 17 assists on 30 field goals. I'm impressed with how we played.
And then during that first half, you guys allowed 24 points in the paint. Oregon ended with only 38, so only 14 points in the paint in the second half. Seems like there's a big adjustment there.
Yeah, that's still a lot. I wasn't happy with one thing because at one point in the beginning of the game, 18 of their 19 points, there was one free throw, 18 points were in the paint. We were getting our butts kicked in the paint. So was not happy with that. Thought we had to do a little bit better job of denying the reversal so they can't go high-low because they're a lot bigger than us. Once Sedona gets it and turns into a fadeaway jumper, like we're toast because we don't have a 6'7" player. So I thought her and Sabali was kind of muscling us, backing us down, scoring. We had our hands full first half, but then on our end, Cate and Trinity were carrying us in the first half. And Aerie did a good job of finding them, calling offense to get the ball inside when they were hot. So I think this was a selfless win. I think this was a win that we need. We haven't played in 2.5 weeks. We were on pause. And then to have our game canceled. So psychologically, I think that's hard for a team. So for us to bounce back, be on the road for 5 days in Oregon and play one game, I thought it was great concentration and even a more important win because of the circumstances.
Alec?
How hard is it to blow Oregon out two times this season, or even just a Pac-12 opponent in general?
I mean, really, they're a top 10 team in the country. I think they're ranked 11, but I think they're better than 11. I think it's very hard. Oregon plays really good at home. I've never even won here. So the first time winning here, I think they shoot the ball better at home. Today, they didn't. But typically, they shoot the ball better at home. I thought their defense was a lot better. We had a tougher time turning them over this game. And they just dominate at home. So I think for us, coming on the road and beating them, here it's a good win for us. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I think that we came out and played. I think we punched first, and we took some punches in the second quarter, but then we bounced back and had a really strong third quarter. So, and we were able to go into the bench later and rest some people. And for us, normally we don't win a game if Trinity's playing 30, if Aries playing 28. Like, we usually can't win a game in that case. So I like the fact that other people stepped up and showed up big. I thought Cate had a huge game. I thought Trinity had a big game defensively, offensively. I thought our bench came in and gave us good minutes. For us to come out, rebound them, and hold them to 20% from the three when they have multiple 39 plus 3-point shooters on the perimeter, and to hold them to 32% from field goal. And for us to come in here and shoot 51% better and 10 points above our average, I think it's a good road win.
And then Cate and Sam seem really relaxed and upbeat. When we were talking to them, they just seemed really comfortable. Did having this time off, I know nobody wants to have these post moments, but did it allow you guys to just take a breather from the season, because it's been chaotic?
Yeah, but I don't like a 2.5 week breather. That was too long. So I was really worried how we were going to respond. That's a long time during the season to not play a game. And so I think then to not have a ton of practices in those 2 weeks. I mean, I was on pause for 7 days. I was contact traced for 7 days. So to be out and then to still respond the way we did I'm more impressed with how our team handled it. And that shows our leadership from Ari and Sam to be able to do that. And I thought when you look at Cate to perform 11 for 14, 3 for 3 from the three. Coming into the game, she had 3 threes. So now she's 6 for 9. So I thought Cate, she dominated the game. They had a really tough time guarding her inside and out. So I'm just proud of the way she played. And for us to have 4 players in double digits, that's remarkable for us. We'll win a lot of games if we can do that. So I'm proud of our performance. I think we played a good game.
Right?
In a strange way, did you feel any pressure to keep everybody occupied and engaged for 4 days?
I did a little bit. I felt really bad because I don't know if you guys know the story, but we were on the plane going to Corvallis, and then right before we were landing, we kind of you check your phone, and we were seeing all the releases about not playing. We had no idea, so it was hard on the road. We're in Corvallis for a couple of days till Saturday. No game in practice. I think that was hard. And then to come here to Eugene, it's just a long time on the road. If we would have heard before we got on the plane, we could have stayed home until Sunday. So yes, hard keeping them engaged because remember, we can't do anything. So on the road, we're not going out to dinner. We're going practice hotel. We're not going on walks. So it's pretty boring on the road. But I think our team is appreciative that we're playing. The Pac-12 has done a remarkable job of keeping us, and keep our confidence going. And I think our players have handled it well. And it's not easy. It was a little boring. We're not used to all the gray weather and all the rain. So definitely change of scenery. But it's a long road trip. So to keep that focus, be able to come here and win in the manner we did on ESPN for the second time, I'm proud of our players. Because these are those big stage games that kind of show you where you're at, tell you a lot about your team. And then, we're getting better. We're getting better in the right time. So I'm proud of us. Oregon's a very good team.
PJ?
Yeah, it seems like you guys took a big step in your offense. There was a lot of ball movement. They were patient. A lot of times, up to this point, sometimes they would rush things. You were always talking about they needed to be more patient. And it seemed like a lot of players were just, it comes through Ari, obviously, first. But that seemed really kind of locked down. Did you see that improvement, and what do you think about that?
Well, we had to work a lot on our offense. What I wasn't happy about, I wasn't happy with our defense. I thought our defense was very soft in the first quarter. I thought the way we were playing the on balls was not good. They were picking us apart, so credit to them. They were doing a good job of moving the ball, but we weren't aggressive on the ball. But then I think our adjustment, we handled it really well. We went to something, so it tells me that my team can adjust and go to different fashions, because we did something we don't normally do a lot. We practice it, but we're better at the first way we started our on-ball defense. So I think making the adjustment, going to our plugs, and being a little bit more passive, I think it changed the rhythm. And I thought we did pretty well. Still have to work on a few things, but I wasn't impressed with how we started the game. Usually our intensity, our aggressiveness is better from the get-go, so I didn't like that. I liked our offense. I didn't like our defense at that point, but I thought third quarter was big. I thought we adjusted well. We made some small tweaks, and they were able to apply them in the game. But we've been working a lot on offense. We've been working a lot on sharing the ball, and I was able to see that carry over in the game today, which I'm happy about because our offense had to get better. 17 assists is good for us sharing the ball. Ari did a tremendous job of running her team. She knew Cate was hot. She was running stuff to get the ball to Cate. She knew Trinity had mismatches, running it there, posting up Sam. I thought did a really good job of balancing. I thought Shayna came in, ran the one, enabled Ari to go to two, and still continues to run the right offenses. So it's showing me that we're growing as a team, and we had to improve our offense to be able to win games down the stretch.
Troy?
So coming into the game, if somebody was to tell you that Oregon would only turn the ball over 6 times,
Yeah.
Do you think that the game would be this far of a differential?
No, not at all. I would not have thought that. But then if you look, and if we hold them to 20% from the three, with the way they shoot to three, I mean, all their starters are above 40%. So from the 1, 2, and 3, there's high 30s, low 40s. So I would not have thought that because we turned them over a lot in the first game. So for us to only force 8 turnovers, and that's to have 11. I don't know why we had 11 turnovers, but then defensively, I thought every 3 was contested. I thought they were intentionally trying to drive it downhill, drive it baseline, isolate us. I thought we defended it pretty well. Gave up a couple rejected screens and baseline drives, but I thought overall our rotation was good. I think we've gotten better in the last 2.5 weeks, which is surprising when we were off sometime.
And then it seemed like Helena really got her hands in the passing lanes, was locked in defensively there in the first half.
Helena had a great game off the bench. I think she passed up 3 or 4 shots that I want her to make, but 6 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, 1 block. Got her hands on a lot of ball. I think ran our offense, made some beautiful passes to Cate. Cate actually missed one of them. She would have had 5 assists. I think when Helena's playing well, we play well. When Sam's shooting the ball well and aggressive, we're good. I thought this was just a really, really good team effort.
And then lastly, I was wondering if there was an injury update on Bindu Yeni. It seemed like she hurt herself there. Did you not put her in because you guys were up so far in the game, or she just couldn't go?
Well, I didn't put her. She was available. I didn't put her in because she kind of tweaked her shoulder a little bit, but she's fine. Like she'll be I'll give her tomorrow to rest, but she'll be available for Friday. It's nothing bad. It's just kind of hurt. It was like a stinger to her shoulder. So, but Bindu is a very important piece of what we do. She's a lockdown defender. She gives us energy. We need her. And we got a big week this week. We play, against Washington State at home on Friday. This is a short turnaround because it's Monday. We don't usually play on Monday nights. So we need her, but she'll be ready to go on Friday.
Right?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about this week because you go from playing no games in more than 2 weeks. Now you have 3 this week. I mean, what do you kind of think of the challenge of that?
Well, I think there's no challenge because the players want to play. So I think right now at this point with the situation right now globally, I think for us any game we're appreciative of. When we want to just play, like we're peaking at the right time, so we want to just play games. So if you even told us we got to play tomorrow and we got to play again, we wanted to play Washington again on Monday or Tuesday, but can't figure out to make that work. So just want to play. I don't think it matters. We go back, get some rest tomorrow. Quick turnaround, but I think it's exciting. I think we feel like we didn't play our best at Washington State in the second half. So I think it's going to be a big game. Washington State's a very good team, playing really well. Great win against UCLA. So it's going to be a tough weekend, but I think we're feeling pretty good right now.
So how does it feel to end a 10-year losing streak against the Ducks on the road and get your guys' first win in Oregon?
I mean, I think it feels amazing. We were talking about it earlier. Like, this was our first time beating Oregon at home, like just in general beating them since Coach D has been here. And then this would have been our first time we beat them here. So I think it's just great that we keep raising the bar for ourselves. So I think we're all pretty excited about the win.
And then do you feel like this is maybe one of the most physical games you guys have played all season long? Because it seemed every time Oregon brought it to you guys answered in physicality for physicality out there on the court.
I mean, I think this or Colorado was probably one of our most physical games, but yeah, they were really physical with us. So I think it was great how we responded, and we had to make adjustments. They were kind of attacking us from the post, and when we played them at home, so we really kind of needed to adjust that, and I think we did that. So,
PJ?
Yeah, hi, Sam and Cate. Cate, you your game really came together today. You were the aggressive of all, as of old. What was sort of going on that you knew that, was it that all the cameras were on, that it was another ESPN game, or what was it that it was your time?
I mean, I just heard some stuff that they were saying about me. So that definitely kind of, I took that personal. And I mean, I was just, my teammates were finding me, and I just read the defense. So, I mean, I'm great that my teammates could pass the ball to me.
What were they saying about you, huh?
They said I couldn't shoot.
Okay.
So I
Bulletin
showed them I
board.
could.
That was bulletin board material for you, huh?
Ryan?
And also at the same time, I mean, what was it just like to be back out on the court after such a long hiatus?
It felt amazing. We've been waiting for a while. First, we were waiting at our home, just, you know, practicing in McHale, doing what we can do. And then we're finally excited on the plane, ready to go play Oregon State. And then we had to wait like another 4 days in our hotel room, just sitting there, like watching everybody else in the pack play. It was really tough, but we're so happy that we got to play today and on ESPN too. So that was just a great feeling.
We were definitely tired of playing each other, so we were excited to play a different team for one.
Yes.
So how much would you attribute that then to the start that you guys got off, where it was 8-0 right out of the gate?
I just think that we always bring it every practice. We played a lot of 5-on-5 while we were in Oregon, just to prepare for a game-like situation. So I think that really helped us to get ready for the game and just stay in shape.
And Cate, you only had made 3 threes all season. You made 3 tonight. I know you said like they were talking trash or whatever, but all right, can we expect to see more of this from you moving forward? And how much does that help the offense when you are making threes?
I mean, if I'm open, I'll shoot it. I think that it helped a lot just to kind of get them guarding me outside and around the perimeter so I could drive a little bit more. But I definitely think that if I'm open, I'll shoot it. My teammates have confidence in me to make those threes.
Alec?
Yeah, for both of you guys that can answer, I know nobody wants postponements or anything, but did it allow you guys at all to kind of step back and evaluate what you need to improve just because you had a longer time off to be able to practice against each other?
Yeah, definitely. We worked on as much as we could. Obviously, getting up extra shots for one thing really helped us, as you showed tonight from Cate's performance.
And yours.
Thanks. But no, it definitely helped. And then we were able to look back at some of the games where we either lost or we struggled in and kind of make those adjustments. We knew Oregon was going to make the adjustment with us because we do like to trap off our ball screens, so we knew they might have made an adjustment. So having that time off, we were able to kind of change the game plan a little bit, see what would work and what wouldn't, and have many options down the road to see if something doesn't work, we have something right next in line.
And then Cate, for you, you played obviously more aggressive tonight. Going back to like the beginning of the season when you were scoring, you had those 2 20-point games. How were you able to just refocus your game this week during the break?
I think that having the time off really allowed me to look at myself and see what I needed to work on. I was doing a lot better in practice, just getting in the offense more myself, just being aggressive. And I think that really helped to transfer over into the game. I hadn't been as aggressive in the past games that we've had. So I think that just having a couple time off just to work on myself really helped.
PJ?
Yeah, in that third quarter, you know, at halftime you're up by 1. Third quarter, you really start to pull away at some point. What did you guys talk about during halftime that you needed to make some adjustments to make your move?
We were pretty good with the way that we played during halftime. We just knew that I think out of their 31 points, I believe 26 of them came from inside the paint. So we really knew that we just needed to adjust a little bit to try and keep their 2 bigs out because they are very good. So it's kind of hard for us. But after second half, we made that adjustment. We were able to make them kick it out, have them shoot some threes. So I think that's just really kickstarted our offense.
Greg? Greg, you're muted.
How did you guys kill the time for 4 days?
We really could just stay in our room. So my teammate and roommate, we stayed together in the room for 5 days. So we watched a lot of TV together, just hung out.
Did lots of homework.
Yeah, lots of homework from the team. So
We finished Vampire Diaries. We already seen it, but we watched the last
Yeah.
episode and we cried together. So that was fun.
I think that last night we did that. So I think it really helped with the team
Emotional
chemistry.
bonding.
Yeah.
Troy?
Going back to the second half adjustments you guys seemed to made, you guys were out rebounding Oregon for the game 42-37. In the first half, it was pretty even. And then second half, it seemed like you guys were able to get the key rebounds, offensive rebounds, second chance points. Can you just talk about that rebounding effort today?
I mean, at halftime, the coaches just told us, that we weren't being as aggressive. We weren't getting those 50-50 balls. I know I had grabbed 2 rebounds and they took them out of my hands. So they just said we need to get those balls. We need to be stronger with the ball. So I think we did a better job of that, although kind of at the end of the fourth quarter, we kind of gave up a little bit too many offensive rebounds. But I think overall we did a great job of rebounding. We're normally not the ones that are up in rebounding battles. So I definitely think that we're proud for that. But we just got to continue to get better, continue to box out so we can win more board wars.
What's the key
PJ?
to rebounding? Oh,
Go ahead, Kim.
what's the key to rebounding against a team that runs a front court that large?
You really just have to box them out. Like, there's no other way. A lot of times we'll just try to jump with them, and that's never going to work against someone 6'7", 6'5". So we definitely we worked on boxing out. We haven't been a great boxing out or rebounding team, so that's definitely one of our focuses. It's been a focus, and I think that we really keyed on that today and focused on that.
PJ?
Yeah, Kate, can you comment on your roomie here, on Sam and how important she is on both ends of the court during the game? So, in this game, she took a charge at one point. She got a couple steals and a block. I mean, and then back-to-back threes.
I mean, Sam she's like, I guess what you call a stat stuffer. She always gets so many things. She even has stuff that you can't see on the stat sheet. She just works so hard. She runs the floor. She can play the 4, she can play the 5, she can play the 1, the 2, the 3. She can play all the positions. She knows all the plays for every position. So, I mean, she's really she's great at just knowing everything, and she's a high IQ, so she can really help out with that. So, I mean, I think she's great. There are not a lot of people that want to take charges. She took a charge on some post player, which, I mean, no one really wants to do that. So, I mean, it just shows her heart, her intensity, and how she wants to win.
Anything else? All right, thanks.
Can I
guys.
say one thing, Adam?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
My grandpa watches these, and it's his 84th birthday, so I just want to say happy birthday, Grandpa.
Happy birthday, Gramps.
Okay, thank you, everybody.